Henry, are you gonna have fun with mommy on your Henry mommy date?
Yeah, I have flamingo date.
And a flamingo date?
Henry, mommy, flamingo.
Flamingo date. Oh, bye.
Bye.
Have fun. Good morning, neighbors, to a special edition of the vlog. The reason why I'm making today's vlog is simple. When I tell people, my hair is really weird. When I tell people that we live in 850 square foot apartment, I always get these weird looks like, how do you do that? And then I tell them I have 2 kids and they're like, you are dead crazy. Because if you think about it, 850 square feet divided by 4 people, that's only 212.5 feet per person. Actually, Alexa, what's the square root of 212.5?
The square root of 212.5 is 14.577379737.
That's approximately the size of a square that's 14.6 by 14.6 feet. I mean, 14.6 by 14.6 square feet, I mean, that's not that far. That's like from about you to me and then that way. That's about how much space each person in this apartment gets. So I wanted to make this movie particularly because 1, we actually don't mind it, and 2, it's kind of practical. Okay, so let's talk about some of the perks of living in a tiny apartment. Theoretically, when you live in a tiny space, you take up less space, aka less stuff, which also means less cleaning up. There's less floor space to clean up, there's less rooms to clean up, there's just overall less maintenance that goes into keeping a tidy 850 square foot apartment. Now, when you have kids, it's a kind of a different story, and I'm gonna get to that in just a little bit, but let's just keep focusing on the positives. The other big advantage of having a smaller space is more line of sight. So for example, right now, I'm sitting on the couch. I can see pretty much the majority of the apartment space. Henry's room is right down there. So when he's playing, I can still see him, he can talk to me, I don't have to worry about what he's doing. Basically, wherever you are in the apartment, you can see the majority of the space, which means with kids, it's a big plus because they can be free and move around and you don't have to keep moving around with them. I'm getting dizzy. From a cost perspective, it doesn't take much to heat or cool the apartment. With 800 square feet, that's not a lot. Now we're lucky enough that our unit actually has AC in it, so we just plug it at a comfortable 74 degrees and let it do its thing, and we don't get hit with a huge bill. Okay, but to be fair, let's look at some of the downsides of downsizing. That didn't work. Number 1 is lack of privacy. That's where we sleep. That's where Henry sleeps. That's where we sleep. That's where Henry sleeps. Not much of a buffer. Number 2 is smells, not only from our bathroom, but we have 2 cats and we have to keep the litter box somewhere, which is why we keep it in this tiny little pantry, but it doesn't do enough to hold in, you know. Number 3, I feel really bad about, but gifts from other people. I know people have big hearts and they want to give and help out, but with a tiny space, when we accept gifts, everything has to go somewhere. For example, here's Henry's little PlayStation, which didn't used to be this full. It just kept filling up with more and more stuff as he got more and more stuff from people. Same here in his room. His bins have been filling up. He has a ton of animals. Books we're okay with. We'll deal with books. I don't mind having too many books. With good intention and good hearts, when people buy Henry presents with a ton of tiny little pieces, it never stays that way. It just spreads throughout the house, and yeah, that is the hard part to deal with. And on a slightly similar note, baby stuff. We just had Milo 5 weeks ago, which means that we have to have all this extra baby clunky stuff around, like this little rocker or new big stroller, his car seat, big specialized pillows, another rocker, his little co-sleeper. We were really fine in terms of space before Milo. Now that he's here, he just kind of comes with extra baggage, and all that stuff needs a place. Last but not least is laundry. Since our place is so tiny, we don't have any units to do our own laundry, so we have to walk all the way down to the basement, 3 flights with laundry, with the kids, just to get our laundry done. Not my favorite thing to do. So now that we've covered some of the pros and cons of living in a tiny space, I want to walk you through some of the things that we've implemented to help make this space more functional for our family. Now the biggest thing is our couch in our living room, which also doubles up as our guest bed. So it actually pulls out right here and pulls up like this. Since we only have 2 bedrooms, obviously for us and for Henry, this is a nice little feature. Our place can also be welcoming to visitors who are coming in who need to stay the night instead of just letting them sleep on the floor. As you can see, our kitchen is really tiny. I mean, I can almost barely touch both walls, and I have a 6-foot something wingspan. So that means we have to utilize the vertical space to stay organized in here. That way we can at least still cook. We utilize the wall space using these wall mounts that we put little hooks on and hang our pots and pans, as well as a fruit basket. Same thing over here. We have a magnetic strip to hold all of our cutlery and pizza cutlery. And one of my favorite features is this little area over here. Since we don't have a lot of drawer space either, we can put up our knives and forks and spoons as well as Henry's stuff. But this is my favorite thing right here. It's actually this drying rack. I can wash dishes right here and then just quickly turn around and put them on this rack to dry. Oh, I forgot. This little cutting board. Ta-da! Eventually, when I put everything away, this actually folds up so it doesn't have to stick out all the time. So very practical. And then finally, we have this just little wire rack. Since it's more vertical, we can stack a bunch of stuff. And for kid safety, we put all the heavy stuff down at the bottom to give it a little bit more foundation. And obviously tell Henry, don't climb on that thing. Okay, neighbors, everyone is home. I just want to thank you for coming along our little apartment tour. The perfect home is what you make it to be. It doesn't matter the size or what's in it. To me, it's the people that live here that really matter the most. But before we go, let's just find out what Henry and everyone likes about this place. What is your favorite part about our home? T-Rex fruit snacks?
Yeah.
Okay. Milo, what do you like about our home? You just like that it's quiet? What is your favorite part about our home?
The fact that I can hear him wherever he is.
Sorry, I can't get over her shirt. She was nursing like just a little bit before this, and I said, you gotta wear a shirt. We can't have you on the vlog without a shirt. So the fact that you can hear our children.
Yeah, there's no stairs to worry about. And I like the fact that when we move, we gotta get rid of a lot of stuff, and we're forced to like constantly revisit what we really need, which is nice.
Yes. Cool. Okay, neighbors, well, that is it for us today. We are gonna enjoy our family time. Don't forget to make your own adventure, and we will see you again for another daily adventure tomorrow morning. Bye-bye. Oh, sneezing, hold on.